What's up guys, JK Disc Golf here, and today we have another disc review, and today's disc review is the Shryke. Another new Innova disc, or newer Innova disc that they released, the Shryke. It's a Speed 13 disc. It's very glidey, actually. It has max amount of glide with a 6. So, without further ado, let's jump into this disc. So I had it in Champion plastic. So, Champion plastics, it's going to be durable plastic. It's a premium plastic. Feels good in the hand. If you just look at the profile of it, you get that little bit of a dome to it. Nothing too pop-toppy, so it's not going to be something that's like super overstable, as it is more of an understable disc. It is a wider rim disc, more targeted towards the advanced players, but it still fits in my hand nice. Get a good grip on it. It's kind of deep. It's again, it's targeted towards the more advanced players, so it's going to be to fit their hands, more their grip. But again, it still feels comfortable, and I can still get that good grip that I can grip and rip it. Basically, it still feels good, still feels fine. If you can just get it right, you'll be fine. So on to that, let's just move on to the numbers and see exactly what this disc does. So it's 13, 6, -1, and a 2, and it is an understable driver, so based on the numbers, what can be said is that it's going to turn a little bit, and you're going to get that max amount of glide to get you that big distance. And with that, I can agree. When I throw this disc flat, I can see that it gets that little bit of a turn, but it will always hook back hard right, and it'll just give me that long distance driver feel, and it will go for a good amount of ways, because that the amount that it turns, it's going to come back and fade nice. As you can see with this clips of my holding it flat, it's not that huge amount of turn, so it's not going to be that huge understable ride, but it's going to go straight, little bit of a turn, and it's going to come back to the right side, or to the left side, I'm sorry, every time. So with that, giving it that hyzer, it will flip up, it goes straight, or that's with max power. If you just give it that 80% drive, it's going to hold that hyzer line, and it's going to go still a ways with that 6 glide. So the disc, no matter how you're going to throw it, it's still going to go quite a ways away. Now holding with an anhyzer, it will hold this line for a long time, but ultimately giving that nice S shot. That's what I think this disc is really good for, is holding out with that big, long S shot, flex shot, whatever you like to call it. Because of that 6 glide, it'll go for a mile to the right, and then it'll go for another mile to the left, and this thing just wants to keep going down the fairway. So that's what I feel this disc is actually made for. This is what I would use this disc for, is that nice long S line, S curve shot, because you can get this thing down the fairway if you just rip it and rip this thing. But other than that, my thoughts on this disc is more targeted towards those higher ranked players, in my opinion, who can have this can feel good in their hand, can get this wider rim driver, and can pump out a nice long turning flexing shot. That's what I would say. More of the beginning players, this would be a good one for figuring out their S curve and their S shot, because with the 6 glide, you know that even if you're not going to get that max power, it's still going to give you a nice little S curve. The Shryke is a great disc, but the only way you know how it's going to fly for you is if you go out and get one. So make sure you guys go do that, because see how it actually flies for you. But that's all I got about the Shryke. Make sure you keep throwing.